One of the biggest mistakes we see people make with their back is not strengthening it enough. What usually happens is you're told or you think that your back is fragile, so you should protect it. Or you've had an episode of back pain, which, to be honest, really sucks and is really scary because you don't want it to happen again. So it's very normal to say, well, I better protect my back. I don't want to go through that again. It's scary. And we totally understand that. But the problem is, what happens is if you protect your back too much, it doesn't get strong enough, it doesn't heal itself enough, so then you're more likely to injure it again, and then you want to protect it more, and then it becomes weaker, and you go through this cycle. So we see a lot of people who have had back pain every 6 months, every year, for 5 years, for 10 years, and it's a really frustrating cycle. But we're able to break that cycle because what we're able to do is help people understand that your back isn't that fragile and it needs to be gradually strengthened. So that doesn't mean go out and deadlift 200 pounds. It doesn't mean do 500 sit-ups. It means gradually start to strengthen your back. And don't think of your back as this fragile thing. Think about it as anything else in your body. If you injure your shoulder, you want to let it recover, but then strengthen it back up again. If you injure your knee, you need to strengthen it back up again. Your back is the exact same thing. If we always try to protect it, it just becomes more likely that we injure it again in the future. If we slowly start to strengthen it, get it as strong as possible, it's less likely to be injured, and maybe more importantly, when it is injured, it's not as severe. It's not realistic to avoid all pain everywhere, but we can have control over how bad it is when it happens. So instead of thinking about your back as this fragile thing that needs to be protected all of the time, let's start thinking about it as how strong it can be and what we can do to prevent injury in the future.